had 2 other videos. The last one was going great. He was in the middle of his story and it disconnected us.
It was a glorious freaking story.
We don't know what's happening.
I was invested emotionally and now I'm broken.
Yeah. So we're gonna let him start today.
Oh
So
good.
We don't.
Oh good.
We don't get this.
Okay. So this is a true story. I was going to Walmart.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna go find me something to wake me up.
Well, I was going to Walmart, and for some odd reason, I was walking down the bread aisle, this glorious bread aisle, like fantastic bread aisle, and I don't know why I was there. I was not buying bread. I distinctly remember that my purpose in being there was not to buy bread, and for whatever reason, I was in the bread aisle. And I was just walking and admiring this beautiful quality wheat product. It wasn't all wheat, but regardless. And I tripped over this mysterious substance that was like, and I crawled away once I tripped over it so it wouldn't be reprimanded for what it had done. It knew its purpose in life was to trip me. And then I just fell, and then I grabbed the little aisle thing, like not the aisle, but the shelf, and it was all good. I didn't fall. Everything was good. I didn't fall, and then there was like this
The crack.
Earthquake, the crack,
The kraken. The whip
like
of
this
Zeus.
god awful noise. And then the shelf thing broke, and I just gave up. I was like, you know what, done. This is the Titanic, and it's going down, and I'm done. I give up. And I fell. And then all of the bread, just like this waterfall of cascade of beautiful yeast products, just fell all over me. And then I was just laying in this pile of bread, and I didn't move because my life was over at that point. Like there was nothing more that could have happened.
I can give no more.
It was done. I had given everything that I had. The Titanic had sank. It was done. Life was
Jack had
done.
died. Everything.
Yes, my spirit was going to go elsewhere and just live in this Walmart forever. And but so I just laid there for a good like 5-10 minutes. People were like picking the bread off of me. They were like, "Oh, this is a nice loaf of bread." They were just picking them. Oh, there's a leg. Fantastic. And then I finally
it's like Black Friday.
yeah. And then exactly half off of bread, and they were just picking it off of a dead carcass. And eventually I just like got up and I like moved and I just rose out of this bread like some kind of mysterious thing. And then everyone was like turned around and looked at me, and I was like, yeah,
I was in the bread.
I was in the bread. What's it to ya? And then I think I just left. And I just went home and I just drove home in a daze, and I just got in my bed and I just laid there and I didn't get up for 3 days, and then I arose and I was like, bread.
Where's the bed?
Where's the bread? Where is it? And that's my story. Fantastic story.
Yes.
Now it's Shelby's turn.
Alright. For some reason, I'm just, usually I'm like in the weirdest mood where I'm like so loud all the time, and today I'm just so very tired. I don't, what? No. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you the story about Travis. Travis will be an ongoing character in my life. You're going to hear about him a lot. But this is the story of Travis. Travis is a deer. Travis is an animal. And
do tell.
he hasn't heard this. This is brand new for everyone. This is good for me. Alright, so there's this. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. A good place to start, right? Okay, so I'm at my friend's house, Cece. She's painting her room, and we have been going at it for days. Eons. I'm not quoting no eons. No, but just like. Anyway, I have not left this room. I'm covered in paint. I'm like demented. I am high on paint fumes. I have had like 17 Red Bulls, give or take. And I'm just. It's like 8 in the morning because it's light outside, so it's got to be sometime around maybe 7. But I'm looking out this window, and then I just turn to look, and there's a deer. Like he's just staring at me. Like he's just. Whoa, where'd he come from? And then I'm like, hey Cece, you see this deer? And I look back again, and he's like, first he was here, now he's here. And now, like, I was like, whoa. And so I did this thing where I was like, to see if he would come closer, and I did it like 500 times. He didn't move, so I was like, okay, that's a one-time deal. You're cool, bro. And then I turned around and I was like, Cece, what if he's like, and I'm like flipping out right now, like I'm already just, whatever. And, okay, so if you guys have ever seen Adventure Time where it's got that deer that's just like,
with the fingers.
like, that's the creepiest thing ever. I hated that. That was so scary. So scary. I hated it. But I turned around, I was like, wouldn't it be creepy if this deer, like, did that thing from Adventure Time, stood up on his hind legs, took off his gloves, shook his fingers and stuff. And I turned around to look at him, and he's on his hind legs, eating leaves from a tree. But I didn't register that he was eating leaves from a tree. He was on his hind legs, like the deer from Adventure Time. And so I screamed. I lost it. I ran outside, and I was going after the deer. And, like, I got really close to it, and then he stopped, and he looked at me and was like, and I'm like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And, like, we had a stare down. Like, we were looking into our souls. Each other. We connected. We bonded. That's whenever we became one. I was the Princess Mononoke Twisties. But, oh my god, it was terrible. So I am speaking in tongues to this deer because I'm apparently from a different foreign country. I'm trying to speak deer. I'm trying to speak deer, like, or like screeching. I don't even know if deer screech. Like, I don't.
The piglet noise.
Yeah, I was speaking piglet to him, like he would understand me. And then I was like, I'll be right back. And so I ran back inside, and I'm like Travis, look. And I don't know why I named him Travis. At that point, when we made eye contact, I was like, Travis. And so he was Travis. And after that, we continued to ping for him, and I'd look out there, and he would always be there. Like, my ongoing guardian of Travis the deer. And then I turn around one time, I finally accepted that Travis and I were meant to be together forever. He was my Travis. Turn around, and there's a doe. Tracy the Ho-Do. Be the hoe with my Travis. Like, and I looked at him, I said, Travis, what are you doing? And he just turned and looked at me, and his tail went up, and he looked at me, and I said, don't you get an attitude? Don't you get an attitude? I was here first, and then you invite her over, like, welcome her to our land, into our field near our tree, like, I thought we had something. And at this point, Cece's given up on me. Given up hope. She's just watching me.
Done.
And I'm yelling at this deer through a screen on a window. And then another deer shows up, another doe, another female. And I was like, Trixie, the Ho-Do. All these Ho-Dos coming after my man. A deer. Anyway. And so I'm like screaming at him for inviting other strange females into our land, near our tree, the tree where we bonded. My tree. It had a name in it, and a heart, not yet, I imagined it. But it was in my mind, yeah, it was there.
No, yeah.
Spirit. And I go and I look at Cece, and I'm speaking to this deer like I am some sort of black woman on steroids. I'm like, yo, you don't even know. And I mean, I don't even know if that's what they do, because I'm most likely in paper like pasty, whoa. And so I turn around to talk to Cece to tell her, like, do you see this? Do you see what's happening? And I look back at him, and there's a baby. And I'm like, you had a child. And then another man comes out. And I'm like, whoa. Now what's going on? Is there something you need to tell me? Is there something that needs to be said to me? Because that little baby deer goes up to Travis. That male Travis goes up to Travis. It's like Travis and Troy. They're just together with their baby.
Friend zoned by a deer.
By a deer.
By a deer.
And I was like, this is not okay. And so I was like, I'll give you a break to think about what you've done. And I went outside and I legitimately chased off every other deer but Travis. And for some reason he just stood there and stared at me like, I know what you're doing, yo. Like, he knew that I was gonna, like, I was the crazy ex-girlfriend and he knew what was happening. Like, he's just, whatever guys, I'll catch up with you later. And I couldn't comprehend that I was making, with a deer, guys, a deer, a full-grown deer, I don't even know these little girls. Probably some amateur little brat. Anyway, we go to the store to get more Red Bull. I know, smart, right? As we're coming back, I look into the field of Cece's driveway. Yeah, she lives in a field. Anyway, and he's there with his hookah. And that other male dear, Troy. Troy, Tracy, and Travis. Like, why would you bring them back? Did I not already make it clear they weren't allowed?
It's true.
And so I open the window, and that was not good enough for me, so I open the door. And we're still driving, and I'm buckled up still, but I stand, and I'm Travis, and I let out that scream. I'm just screaming, like, Travis. And he stops, he looks at me, and he snorts at me again, and I'm like, yo, get an attitude. And the rest of them ran. And I was like, that's right, you better be running. And then all of a sudden he comes and he trots over to my tree. He makes a poop and runs away. And I'm like, that is not the kind of attitude you have with me. And so I spent the rest of that day walking the perimeter, making sure Tracy the Hodo, Trixie the other Hodo, Troy, and Travis never entered my domain again. And Cece had to come out there and be like, we need to finish my room. And I was like, my eyes dilated to the highest level. I was she recorded it. There will be a video of me on here soon. Like, it was to the point where I was in red, because her room, we painted it red, and I had it all over me, and I had clawed at it so that it had strips in it, and I looked like something from a horror movie, and I was climbing the walls. Who lets me out in public? Who agrees to this? Who did this? Like, that's I have a necklace that is of deer to grant him access to my.
I'm done. I'm just done with you. No more LSD for you. None.